Back in May 2025, the government published a white paper suggesting major immigration changes. And this included a plan that would make most immigrants wait up to 10 years before they can apply for indefinite leave to remain. And the fear has always been that existing skilled workers would also be caught up in this rule, not just new applicants as at when the rule will be implemented. And because of this whole concern, a petition was launched calling on the government to keep the 5-year indefinite leave to remain pathway for existing skilled worker holders. And this petition required at least 100,000 signatures before the parliament would be able to debate on it. As at the time of making this video, that petition has exceeded that number and gotten over 153,000 signatures. And this would force the parliament to debate on this issue. And they have given a date for that, which is going to be on September 8th, 2025. But ahead of that debate, the government has already issued a response to this petition, and it is well layered. So they gave an explanation. In fact, I'll call it a sneak peek into what is likely going to happen. And somehow, for me, it clears the confusion about will existing skilled workers be affected by this rule or will they not? And I would talk about what the government responded, and you get to know and see for yourself. So in their words, and as it was in the white paper, they want to make sure that citizenship is earned and not just by the length of your stay in the UK or simply because you passed your life in the UK test. They also pointed to a spike in settlement numbers because last year alone, over 160,000 people earned the settlement. Hence, they decided to rethink this whole system because they're also projecting that in the coming years, so many other people would be eligible to apply for this settlement as well. But they have said they will consult later this year, including transitional arrangements for existing skilled workers. However, they are not committing yet to protecting those that are already here in the UK. They are open to it, but it is not guaranteed. So if you are on a skilled worker visa and hoping to apply as at when you think you're due, the next 2 years, in the next 5 years, in the next 4 years, whatever number of years you've got, this is still very, very uncertain. There is something they said here. Let me read it. They said, we will consult on the details of the proposed policy changes later this year, including any proposed transitional arrangements for those already in the UK. So now we know that those people that are already on skilled worker visa are part of that plan for that 10 years. They acknowledge that these are very important changes, and they said, we recognize how important this issue is to people, and we will listen carefully to what they tell us in that consultation. They went on to say, we are grateful to the petitioners for setting out their views on this announcement ahead of that consultation process, and we look forward to hearing from them again when they have had the opportunity to study the final proposals in details. Home Office. So yeah, Parliament will debate on September 8th. We have a date. At least we'll start getting little updates here and there of what is going to happen concerning indefinite leave to remain, because everybody is so worried about this whole 10-year arrangement, especially those that are already in the UK. Nothing is certain at the moment, and honestly, it is worrying. And you're not wrong to actually worry, because people have made plans, people have planned how their life will be in the next 5 years and all of that. So the debate on this on September 8th, and that debate could shape what will happen next. We don't know if as at then they would create a cut-off date, or they'll protect people that are already in the UK, or it will apply to only new arrivals. Nobody's certain of anything. For now, the people that have been exempt from this 10-year rule are those that are non-UK dependents of British citizens and victims of domestic violence and abuse, as long as they remain compliant with their requirements. This is quite interesting. So, if you're a skilled worker, or if you know someone that is likely to be affected by this 10-year rule, it is important to pay attention to this debate. Add September the 8th to your calendar. It's not just a policy, it is people's futures on the line. I'll also be watching it closely, and as soon as I get the update, I'll be breaking down what the parliament says on this channel as well. So, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll keep you in the loop. Honestly, I cannot wait for this whole indefinite leave to remain thing to just be passed. Let's just know what is going to happen instead of just being in the dark about everything and just speculating here and there. Everybody's updating IRL update, ILR update, and you'll be clicking thinking there's something coming up, and there's absolutely nothing. So we'll wait until September the 8th. But if anything changes and that date does not stand, I'll keep an eye out and let you know. And until my next video, stay updated. Bye for now.